What is going on, everybody? My name is Nick from ROK Music Review, and welcome back for another news video. And of course, we have got to talk a little bit. It's probably not going to be very long, but we're going to talk at least a little bit about the highlights of the SBS, or maybe it is the lowlights. Who knows? Specifically, depending on how much you like drama and that kind of stuff. This might be a highlight. This might be a lowlight. I don't specifically know, but of course at the SBS Gayo Daejun, their end of the year grand music festival party thing, Twice, of course, was going to have a stage, and to start it off, SBS was like, we're going to fuck with everyone. We're going to get the entire K-pop fandom tilted beyond belief, and what we're going to do is we're going to open up their stage with some music from GFriend. And of course, heads exploded, people lost their minds. Now, of course, it's not really like they did that on purpose. Of course, like I guess I don't really think that you would have, taken what I was just saying to be like that. But, just in case you were, I wasn't being serious. They didn't do it on purpose. It was an accident. And, people were freaking out about it. And, like, it's a pretty big mistake to make. I mean, this is like, as far as like the music shows and anything that this TV channel or this company is going to be putting on for the entire year. This is the biggest event, and not to mention it is the last thing that they're going to do for the year. It is the very last thing that anybody's going to think of when they think of SBS for 2016. They're going to be like that time when they played GFriend instead of Twice. And while the girls were standing out there all posed and stuff like that, and then they're all looking around like, what the fuck is this? This is not our song. I don't know what this is. And, that's the way it went. So pretty, huge and like absolutely embarrassing mistake from the production crew for this. But honestly, me being probably hopefully the fair and balanced and not the hypercritical K-pop crazy lunatic fan that everybody else seems to be, I'm like, hey, that's a really bad mistake. You shouldn't have done that. That makes you look bad. It's super embarrassing, but it's not the end of the world. It's not like anybody died. It's not like you disrespected anybody. Depending on what your take is, of course, because there are people out there, you know who you are, who think that that was some disrespect on Twice. And that's kind of the point that I kind of want to talk about a little bit, because it's not necessarily the fact that, a mistake was made. It's a mistake. It's an easy mistake. You got the wrong track selected off your playlist or whatever the thing is. You got the wrong CD in the player, say, and you hit play on accident. You didn't mean to do that. We hit the wrong play button on your mixer and stuff. It happens, right? Stuff happens. People goof, even at the biggest stage. Like, didn't, what's his name? The dude from Family Feud at Miss Universe give the award the wrong person. Crown the wrong person. Didn't he do that? He goofed. No one jumped down his throat about it. They actually made fun of him quite a lot. And then he made fun of himself in a commercial for the Super Bowl, which was pretty cool. I like that. But see, that's kind of the response, right? That right there is kind of the response that, I would have liked to see from a lot of people. And I did. I would say that from a lot of the people that I follow on Twitter and just reactions on the internet that I saw in general to it, people were like, joking about it. They were like some cutthroat, ruthless jokes, but people weren't taking it super duper seriously. A lot of people were. But on the flip side, just as many people who were not taking it seriously were also losing their fucking minds over it. They were going crazy like it was some offense and like some disrespect to Twice that they accidentally played GFriend instead of the song that they were supposed to play. And it's terrible. And like, my take on this is like, I honestly think that you, the fan who's going crazy about that, cares more about this than the actual members of Twice do. Because you think about this. Ask them 6 months ago, ask them in July of 2017, or ask them in July, what do you think about your end of the year stage, you're on SBS and that whole mistake right there? And then be like that's something I will never ever forget. It was really weird. I didn't know what was going on. It was awkward, but I guarantee you that the one thing that they were not feeling was offended. They weren't feeling like it was some sort of disrespect and just the worst thing that could have possibly happened. I guarantee you that. So, also, it's not like this really is that big of a deal. It's kind of fun, and it's something that you'll never forget either. I won't forget this. That was cool. I mean, it wasn't cool, but it was at the same time. It was like, wow, they're really doing this. This is really happening. Like they actually messed it up. They continued on for a little while as people were like frantically pressing buttons, I would assume, back in the control room. And the director's gonna be like, oh, fuck, we're playing the wrong song. But at the same time, you gotta keep going with the broadcast, and they got all the shots and all that. The camera work was still going and stuff. It wasn't like the entire thing came to a, screeching halt. So, I mean, everyone recovered and performed, admirably. Of course, it was only like, 10, 15 seconds or something like that of the wrong song being played. Then they fixed it, and then the show went on maybe without problems. I don't know, because I did hear that the Twice stage got cut short as well. But, ultimately people's reactions are on both sides of the spectrum, taking it as a fun thing, taking it as a good joke, making some, real brutal, ruthless jokes about it, as they should and as SBS deserves. But then there are the other people on the flip side of that who are going a little over the top crazy, and maybe those people should just calm down a little bit, just a little bit. So that's really all that I've got. Nothing. I mean, this news isn't really any. There's no scandal. This is not like the video this is not the news that I covered, that I talked about yesterday, because that's depressing, and definitely not the kind of news that I want to be covering every week. But this one is fun, and hopefully you found that the entire story and the entire situation was a bit fun and ridiculous as well, just like I did. So that's basically all that I have got to say. So the question that I've got for you for this video, as I do in every single video, is what do you think of this situation? Or what were your thoughts? Just share what your thoughts and what your just reaction to this mistake is down in the comments below, because I'm curious to hear what you guys have got to think. Whether you're, being the people whether you got sick burn jokes, or you got like actual livid fanboy anger out there, like, I don't care. Whatever you think is right, post it down in the comments, and I will, appreciate. I will hit you with a little bit of with a little like, if I possibly can, and that is going to be that. So, do that, leave a comment, and then check out the links that I have got in the description. I got all kinds of cool stuff too, social media amongst other things. So check it out and click on them all. And then, of course, share the video, do whatever you want to do, interact with it, whatever kind of stuff you want to do. So that's going to be it for this video. As always, I want to thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. This light, this brand new light is bright. Don't look into the sun. Oh, Jesus. Don't look into the sun.